I hired 3 Fortnite editors to make me the best montage that they possibly could out of 7 of my absolute worst clips. Some of these being ones where I went out of my way to completely troll and make it look as bad as I possibly can. Does this mean that an edit is made by the editor or the person that sends in the clip? Today, we're going to be finding out who has a bigger say in how good the final edit actually is. Now, the 3 editors that I hired are at 3 different price points. The first one costing only $5, the second one being $12, and the third and final one being a whopping $25. If you do end up liking this video and want to see more content like this, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, as I do make amazing daily content just like this. So, like I said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now let's get into the raw unedited clips that I actually sent over to the editors. In the first clip that I'm actually going to be using in this montage, I did do a little bit of intentional, maybe trying to look like a little bit more of a bot than I am. I wore a default skin and I tried to do as slow cursor movement as I possibly could just to give the effect that I'm really bad at the game. Now, what's interesting about this clip is I actually die at the end, so I'm wondering how the editor will actually make that flow with the rest of the montage. Hopefully, they incorporate it actually well and try and edit it out as best as they can, but let's actually get on to the second clip out of 7. Again, in clip number 2, I was just completely trolling here. I mean, just look at me. This is the early game, and I just have a shotgun, and I'm just shooting. Didn't even build a single build. I think this goes without saying that this one is going to be a little bit hard for the editor to make it actually look good. In clip number 3, I just ran straight at a guy with an SMG. Now, this is actually an arena, and this is using one of my OG skins back from Season 3, so this will kind of throw people off, because this skin makes you look like you're really good, the elite agent, but in reality, I am just being a complete bot here. For the 4th clip, I am actually back to just playing around, trying to look like as much of a bot as I possibly can, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. Now, I did need to give the editor at least one semi-good clip, just so that they have something as a foundation to work off of, and in this clip, I actually get 3 pretty nice kills, but it is quite messy. As you can see here, I laser this guy with the AR, but when I actually go to take his wall, this is where things just get embarrassing. I mean, I miss the crit spot, then I miss my edit about 16 times, I miss placing the stair, and then eventually I'm able to take it, and I do hit a nice flick shot here, which then allows me to take his shotgun, and then actually go on to kill this Agent Jonesy in a really cool manner with a nice little flick. But we do need to give the editor a decent challenge here, so in the 6th clip, I just went absolute troll, and as you can see here, I didn't even ADS to kill this guy. This one's gonna be hard to use. Now, I felt like it would not be a proper troll montage if I did not use the overpowered vehicle of the season. Back in Season 10, of course, we had the mech, but this season, we've got the UFO. So you know that I had to put in a clip of me getting 2 kills with the UFO. I think that this one is more just funny than anything. I honestly would be surprised if any of these editors even put this clip in the montage, because I have no clue how they would actually integrate this in. But that being said, we are paying some good editors here to actually make this montage, so who knows, maybe they will actually use this UFO clip and make it look really, really cool. I could see this turning out well, but then again, it is a UFO clip. So let's actually dive right into these montages, and let's start off with our first editor. Clocking in at only $5, we have our first and cheapest edit. This is from sweatyfnonyt. Now, I did actually give these editors 2 different music tracks to choose from, and this guy actually chose the more like rap style montage-esque music track, which I think makes a lot more sense for this edit. So I'll let you guys watch it, and then I'll give you guys more in-depth thoughts that I have about it.
Edited by Sweaty.
I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up.
All right, so there's a lot to unbox here, and this is probably one of my favorite edits, even though this is the only one that I have in so far. This is so far number one, and I think it might stay here for a little bit, solely because he used the UFO clip as the intro to the edit. I mean, I think at this point he understands that this is more of just a troll edit, so honestly, I respect it. He put that UFO clip number one front and center and started off the entire montage with it. I honestly think that that is a really good approach to what we currently have here, because it's not really depicting a super like hardcore, like really nice montage flow. Rather, it's starting you off with the expectation that this is going to be something that's just kind of like a troll montage, and I really like it for the setting that we actually have it in. Now, if this was a legit montage, I would not have sent over a UFO clip, and I don't think any editor would have put the UFO clip as the first clip, but in this case, I think for $5, this is really worth it. And I mean, these were all troll clips, and it still looked pretty good. So $5 edit coming in at number one so far. Let's see if any of the other two can actually be its place and be better than it. Introducing our second editor, and this is nikkiseljak. Now, this guy was only $12, but that is still $7 more than our first edit. So in theory, this one should be better than the one that we just saw. Let's actually jump in to the edit that he gave us.
To the end, crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
For a $12 edit, this was actually amazing. Now, it did reuse a lot of the same effect of basically just highlighting the kill whenever I got it, and then it would go straight into the next clip. There wasn't that much creativity in its transitions between the two clips, and I think that the highlight of this is actually the ending to it. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but the $5 edit had this really long extended thanks for watching outro, which I guess would be good for YouTube, but in a clip that we're using in a video like this, something much more short and precise is much nicer. So while the video editors didn't actually know what their ending was supposed to be like, I think that this guy actually nailed the ending. Now, that being said, I honestly think that the $5 editor was actually better than this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, but I honestly liked the $5 edit better than this one because it had more creativity to it, and it had more like changes, and it had more different styles, hue saturations, a bunch of different stuff. So right now, these two are extremely close in the running for first place, but let's see if the $25 edit can put these two to shame. Let's introduce our third and final most expensive editor. Clocking in at $25, we have kursdvfx as our most expensive top-tier editor. Let's see what montage he actually made.
I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up.
For $25, I thought that edit was absolutely amazing, considering we gave him trash clips to use and only one clip that was half decent. That montage honestly did not look bad at all, and I think that this guy did an amazing job with it. Now, he did do a lot of over-editing, and personally, I like that style. I like it when you've got all the zoom-ins, zoom-outs, the camera blurs, the color corrections. It all looked so amazing, and I think this guy honestly did a great job of doing everything just all around really well. His sound design was very nice. He made sure that the song flowed out at the end. It was a little bit of a long outro, so I do have to knock off some points for him about that. But other than that, I think that he did a great job with the montage. He did an amazing job with the edits. He did some really nice transitions in there with some of the rotational fadeaways, and along with that, he also had a lot of blur and color correction, things that I've already mentioned. But overall, I think that this guy was the best, which does make sense. He was $25, but there were some amazing edits for the cheaper prices. I think that the $5 montage actually did amazing. It had a ton of creativity in it. It had a ton of different color correction moments. It had a ton of different slow-mo moments, and it had a bunch of different transitions. Now, surprisingly here, the worst montage that I think we got was actually the $12 montage. The mid-price one actually did worse than the $5 montage, which is crazy because that is $7 more. And while it does not sound like a lot, that actually is a decent bit when you're comparing it to the scale that we're actually on. So overall, my rankings of these edits would have to go the $25 number one. Then the second one would have to be the $5 edit. And then third, we are going with the $12 edit. Those are just my rankings though. Let me know what you guys think of all of these in the comments down below, as I would love to hear your thoughts, and I read every single one of my comments and I heart all of them. So make sure you comment if you want to tell me what you think about these edits. But this video did take me a while to make, and it was actually decently expensive. This is the first video that I've ever actually spent direct money on. So if you could support me out and use my supported creator code GummyYoshi in the item store, that would be amazing. Also, consider subscribing, as that is just the number one way to help me. It's entirely free. And of course, hit the like button for the algorithm, as that always helps me out. But if you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.